point. Also not relevant, but interesting regardless. Stewards of Wisdom. During the chaos of the 6th Umbral Calamity, Archon Neonkrep, founder of Sharlayan, bore witness to the madness and savagery of men brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement on an island in the northern empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Sharlayans took to heart the words of their savior, and henceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of mind rather than the strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd trading. With knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be bartered for wealth and coin, and the more their wisdom spread throughout the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials and tribulations of the age, the citizens of Sharlayan would live by their founders' teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow and for the sake of a better, brighter star, they would eschew the tools of war and with knowledge to live the world. Nice. Awesome. Is there another book over here? Oh, that was the last one. Alright. Right here. Sorry, were you waiting long? Not really. I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphino and Kral should also be along shortly. I was late in similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in the Archon stacks mentioned the final days specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes, if they are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare and share our discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems our dear father has instructed the staff that even if Alphino and I were to return to Sharlayan, we will not to be allowed to cross the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position and that of the Forum will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family, or do they not live here in the city? Ah, well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Sharlayan, yes, but I was born rather further away. In the southern reaches of Ilzabad, in fact, for generations my people have dwelt in Corvos, a coastal region opposite the island of Thavdanar. The Alligans founded a city in that fertile land, and my ship brought in the subjugated tribes of the Mikote to serve as laborers. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the 4th Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the 5th Calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes still living in Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, that they might prevent the remnants of Alligan technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes. Some semblance... Oh, hey, kitty. Some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but the Garlemald renamed the region Locus Among-us. Locus Among Us? When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family. The nobles of House Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a singular... Kitty. What are you doing? House Darnus demonstrated a single interest in Allegan civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had been raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the Allegan eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Allag. As the last child born with the Allegan eye, I was given over to the custody of the friends and the students of Baldeshian, who had me registered as a Sharlayan citizen. I never even considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Even Thancred was taken in by Archon Louisoix, was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Sharlayans than you might think. Yet regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the valented title of Archon. It is exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Hear, hear. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. True. Excuse us while we try to make some headway into these books, Axel. More company should be arriving any moment now. Alright. Wait again. Oh, here we go. We've returned with our selections. Although I must say, the pickings were quite slim indeed. Mistress Corral has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few which barely made mention of them. As such, we will be looking into research papers on the Umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amaro firsthand, and I fear I may be overlooking critical details. Alright, sure. Why thanks. Now, where to begin? First things first, what kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter as the final days drew nigh? Complete destabilization. Wasn't that happen? Yeah. Complete destabilization of creation magics. Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manners of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved or passed on. Ishtola surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Ascians. Was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? They say it began with a keening sound from the land itself. Ah yes, the Amoratines spoke of it, didn't they? We never heard this sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. But it seems that each and every one of the catastrophes was preceded by this ominous noise. Eventually it resounded all across the star, not even Amaro was spared. So the ground was crying out, you say? To be considered the harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive and probably quite loud. Yes. I'll have to speak with one of the Nimenon's Mammoths and ask after my books, any books which make mention of such a sound. Want to become famous? Get fucked. Delete it. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? They summoned Zodiac. Yes, with Elidibus serving as his heart. So many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiac brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set all right. Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Lives sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render onto Zodiac, a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have, had Venat and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Heidelin. Thank you, both of you, for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Telephoroi truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. Yep. We see what they're doing with those towers of theirs is forcing people to summon primals a kind of catalyst. Or are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by the unstable creation magics? Or they're simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash. But this is all just pointless conjecture at this point. Let us return our attentions to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Y'shtola, but 'tis time we began studying these research papers. Alrighty. Oh, for fuck's sake. We're waiting here again? I'm just popping Shaz's stream open. I'm the last, am I? Well, my extended search for the Archon stacks produced one of two possibly useful books. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. Excuse me. Oh my god. If you recall, Urianger learned of the source's reflections from the Garan oracles. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, that tome was deemed Apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. So it's even less likely that knowledge of the unsundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. Alright. It stands to reason that but the Archons or counselors should perforce be largely ignorant of the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Forchenault with knowledge of the Telephoroi and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us. Which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the Forum's behavior is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Or so they either don't know, or they don't believe the end days are coming, or they do know and they're hiding something. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading Tutti. Whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. No, wasn't planning on that. You labor for what feels like an age as Y'shtola's research assistant. Oh man. Here we go, Kryl. Oh dear, you look exhausted. What about your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subjects I mentioned? The day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, Mehmet at the reference desk will point you in the right direction. For the moment, though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with our research for quite some time. Hey, kitty. Ready for a tea break, Axel? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down in the harbour, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables and I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. Ooh. Coffee date with Alice. Nice. Let's fucking go. I'll pick up these. Yeah, I'll go pick up these. And then we'll do the MSQ stuff. I really wish you could mount up in here, man. Or even if you just had like the ability to move a bit faster in here. That'd be nice. Diminutive Gleaner. Oh, hello, dearest mother. Oh, thank you. Yeah, hang on. Look at my character. Hang on a sec. There, that's my character. Make sure you close everything up. Oh, we got some water. Fuck. Do my eyes deceive me? Are you Axel DG? Yes, I am. I'll pour myself a drink. Well, as I live and breathe, it is you. Ha! I knew I'd be the first to track you down. Who's the guild ship's top hunter now, eh? Wait, you have heard of the guild ship hunts, yes? They are not so different from the hunts you're familiar with in Eorzea, but as I understand it, I'd wager they're rather more challenging. But an adventurer of your caliber would never turn down a challenge, would you? No, you would not. Pray speak with Northota as the peristyle to register your interest at your earliest convenience. Alright, cool. Nice. Hunts, baby! There we go. Ah, I'm Northota. Have you come to place a bounty on an unruly beast? No, I'm here to collect said bounties. By the scholar, you're Axel. I was half convinced I'd set the others an impossible task, asking them to find you. The Gleaner's guild ship has begun posting hunt bills, you see, in the hopes that capable individuals will take up arms to lighten our ever-increasing load. Unfortunately, capable individuals remain the sticking point. Few hailing from our fair polis are willing to take up arms, let alone able to stand against the more fearsome specimens. You, however, have the experience and the grit that we need. When I heard that you had arrived on our shores, it was music to my ears. I bet it was. You needn't work for free, of course. We've done our research, and the rewards we offer are as fine as any you'll find abroad. The currency we employ is a relic of times when Gleaner was a great deal less figurative, so you may find it somewhat eccentric, but it's as good as Gil here. Speaking of eccentric, it should be noted that the majority of our clients are scholars. You probably won't have heard of half the creatures they send you after, but I find it's best not to worry about that over much. Slay beasts, collect samples, try not to think about the long-term effects of touching said samples, and get paid. Simple, no? That being said, I wouldn't dream of throwing you in the deep end just yet. Let's have you start off with some junior marks so you can get your feet wet. Awesome. Yeah, dude, I saw your message when I woke up, and it's like, oh, wow, yeah, you started streaming when it was like 4 AM for me, so sorry about that. Time zones are a bitch. You're now permitted to take bills for junior marks from guild ship hunt boards in Old Charlene and Razatan. Defeat the monsters described on the bills, and you will be rewarded with tokens that can be exchanged for exclusive items. To exchange tokens for exclusive items, speak with either Jalakshai in Old Charlene or with Ulmeta in Razatan. New quests and associate marks will become available from Northota in Old Charlene upon reaching level 83. Caribou. Oh. Oh, it's like, right, it's like the same stack. Gotcha. Yeah. Cool. Alrighty then. And we'll head down here to get this. Site's at the end. And we can go do the MSQ stuff. But yeah, if I'm going to be streaming for 24 hours now, so you'll probably be on when I'm still streaming. But yeah. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask me, man. I can probably help you. Okay, here we go. So this I believe this will be the sightseeing log for Endwalker. Beg pardon, good sir. I could scarce help but notice that sightseeing log on your person. You wouldn't happen to be the adventurer my niece wrote about, would you? I believe I would be. Aha, so it is you. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm Babith Ironheart, Millith's aunt and seasoned explorer. Be a dear and hand me that log of yours. Millith told me all about how she helped you embark on exploration of your own. So it's only right that I share with you some wisdom of my own. Alright, cool. Let me see here. Oh, I can't forget to mention that. And done. Okay. You should be all set, dear. I've jotted down everything I've heard about the most remarkable vistas the realm has to offer. Of course, a few notes I've shared are naught more than rumours, some describing locales so fantastical that I can barely believe they exist. But as I always say, the true joy of exploration lies not in the destination, but in the journey. So go forth, dear, and see what sort of journey these hints take you on. That sightseeing log of yours won't fill itself, you know. Alright, sick. Endwalker entries have been added to your sightseeing log. Yeah, cool. Alright, awesome. Good stuff. I'm gonna quickly go to Edelshire and pick up my diary thing, and then I'll come back here. So it's 4 p.m. C. I have no idea what CST is relative to Australia. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming for 24 hours, so I don't know if I'll be on. I'll probably be streaming when you start. So yeah. But yeah, as I said, just feel free to, if you're struggling at all, hit me up and I'll be happy to answer any questions. All right, cool. Got a Wondrous Tales book. Interesting. Okay. Let's go. Wait, no. Back to Old Charlene. Oh, it's not even that expensive to teleport there. Nice. Central European time, Copenhagen. Okay. So like what, 8 hours behind me or something? Something like that? Yeah, either way, I'll be streaming, so yeah. Alright. Kite. Well now, this is rather a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Yeah, we're here to shake down for library books. Not to my knowledge, we're associates of Kryl, the students of Baldeshian. We seek passage to Thavnir, and understand that you can assist us. Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. Test subjects? Yeah, what? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well then, allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an aetheryte, you ordinarily need to be attuned to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mess of ether hurtling through the life stream. An inconvenient but incontrovertible limitation of aetheryte teleportation. But what if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we've labored to make such travel possible that people might move about more freely. And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Truly, that changes everything. Well, my language may have been a little bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherytes, but the aetherytes themselves must have been pre-attuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. You failed hard yesterday, bro. Really? Well, yeah, if you want any tips, hit me up, because I know a fair bit about GTA 3. Kitty? Hey, what's up, baby? But it just so happens that out of our first test pair of aetherytes, one has been installed here in Charlayan, and the other over in... You're at? Yilamad, a port town in Thavnea. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Razat Han, and indeed we owe much of this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum it up, we're to test these aetherytes. How fortuitous for you. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel ether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherytes were made for people like your good self. The magics imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true, and far be it from me to worry about such things. But do we have permission to make use of your shiny new invention? The only permission required is yours, so assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people seem to have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the live stream, in the statistically unlikely event that something may go awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mrs. Corral truly knows how to pick them. Jesus Christ. If I might change the subject, Mistress Wolfson and Mistress Blowwider not present today. Oh, you didn't hear? They've recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the forum itself, as I understand, but I'm not privy to the details. I see. Sus, maybe? I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit. Is that... how's that? That's okay. Maybe... smidge. There we go, that's good. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Alright, time to do some experiments. Alright, wait here.
Right, we're all set.
Oh yeah?
Just the 4 of you, was it?
Yep.
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnea.
Ah, fantastic.
You are? Oh. I would have preferred more test subjects.
Of course you would have.
If our 3 travellers could line up here, please.
That'll be us 3.
Yes, right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether.
Yep, let's go.
Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness.
Oh, you bitch. Of course. Of course it couldn't go off without a hitch. We're gonna fucking shit ourselves as we fly through the live stream. Son of a bitch. Excuse me. Never showing up. And it's like, oh, surprise! You have been yeeted across the planet. Oh my god! Razatan! Sucks I can't make this map like really high res. Or something, you know what I mean?
Thavnir, home to city-state Radz-at-Han. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
Oh man, we're actually at Resident Han.
This vibrant
Fuck.
Creeps a
Nice.
fog of malice. What choice do you have?
Oh. Oh, this is the sickness. Are you down with the sickness? Let's
What
see.
chance?
Is the Sinian totally fine? Oh, you know, he got normal. It was Urianger, he got yeeted. The Sinian did the old-fashioned way.
Against such an insidious foe.
Cool. Thavnir. Oh wait, this is not Radzatan. Oh my god. I should have screenshotted that. It's just like, ugh. There we go.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish.
Jeez.
Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your bellies.
It's not my fault we feel sick after doing the Aetheryte jump. It's not my fault.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions. Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Jeez. Oh great, he's gonna spend all my money. I'm just like, I'll stop him. You managed to pull yourself to your feet, but given your condition, will you be able to reach Astinian in time? Oh, let's attune to the Aetheryte hit first. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Weird. Okay. That's a new one. Alright, here we go. Talk to Estinian. Oh, fuck. You there, I need 3 drinks, something that helps with ether sickness. By the what the fuck? By the Manusya. Manusya. Manusya? Is that how you pronounce it? Manusya. A traveler. Greetings. Greetings and welcome. You are wise, good sir, to come to me. My special Umbra Lassie. made with only the finest and freshest ingredients, is famed for calming unruly bellies. By way of a warm welcome to Thavnir, I am pleased to offer it to you for the low price of 19,800 gil. For not one, but two, not two, but three bottles, a bargain amongst bargains. No, that's fucking terrible. No. Price is high road robbery, and you want to say it as much as Estinian, but you realize any words of you warning you cry out would be accompanied by your last meal. You must stand before Estinian and using gestures deny that the deal's fair. Okay. Emotes. Deny. No. No. I thought you could barely stand. What do you need to tell me that's so urgent? Wait, I shouldn't buy the lassie. This merchant is swindling me? What? Sincerest apologies, sir, but I appear to have my prices confused. Of course, it's actually 1,890 gil for the 3 bottles of lassie. That confusion would have been quite costly for both of us. Very well then, your coin. You sneaky bitch. Here, a bottle for each of you. Take them to the others and get some rest. I'll be back after I've explored the town. Oh, god damn it. Can't just like drink some now? Stop. Nice. Alright. Some Urianje. Yep, there we go. Praise be to the 12. My stomach doth loosen its death grip. My heartfelt thanks to thee and Estinian, and to the fine fruits of this land. And last, to Thancred, you were in time. Excellent, you've spared us Tartaru's wrath. Sweet, sweet release. If you haven't already, you should have yours too. Good thing I already have. Right, I'm ready to get on with it. That lassie truly works wonders. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. Aye, I've bound it. 'Tis the most I could do against this heat, short of shedding my armor. Let's get a screenshot of that. That's pretty funny. May I ask where you got the cord for it? A local vendor. The man said it's Thavnarian weave, tough and not easily unraveled. How much did it cost? 9,400 gil. Oh my god. Bruh. It better be high quality, dude. It's nothing fancy, but I've always valued function over form. Oh my god. That's incredible. I dare say not even Alphino could hold a candle to you. Oh, jeez. It's not uncommon for merchants to set the prices high, but doesn't it seem excessive here? I expected the Azure Dragoon to put up more of a fight. On that subject, I shall refrain from making comment, yet I cannot help but observe that the merchants seem overzealous in their pursuit of profit. Claiming Thavnir as its dominion, the nation of Rudzat Han hath long thrived as a hub of commerce. In the beginning, there was the Arca Sodora, a Matunga tribe indigenous to this island. Oh, the elephant people. Oh, that's cool. Over time, they came to be joined by other races, and through their intermingling, a culture rich and distinct would emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hainish culture have become to be celebrated and coveted the world over, a development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint betwixt east and west. All of this hath combined to make trading power of Reddit's, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, it must needs be maintained through judicious governance and stringent regulation. Neither of which I see any evidence. neither of which I see in the evidence. Given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so. The opportunistic pricing is rampant both doth suggest that oversight is much weakened, or mayhap that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, 'twould be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye. We've naught to lose but learning more. So, here we seek out Kryle's acquaintance. Shall we see that what information we can gather here in Yiddelmad? Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a fantastic plan. Excellent. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Alrighty. On low tide. Right, let us split up and make inquiries in town. Axel, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the Aetheryte. Off-putting though the mere sight of it might be. Fair. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Just wanted to reset that back to normal. Oh, gemstone trader. There we go. Welcome, travel. That's right. We're open for business again. Can't sit wallowing when there's sales to be made. Am I right? So, got any bi-colored gemstones you're willing to part with? Oh. Wait, what the fuck? What? They're available here as well? What the fuck? Alright. Cool. I thought it would be like a different currency here, but I guess not. The crate is laden with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling as if they've been left too long. See what's here. It's a long surveying, just saying. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off nearby isles, with the silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. Gina Leal. What am I doing? Oh, recording my sales. Still do it daily out of habit. Though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium to keep afloat, like Kalzal. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation, I've come to realize. You're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay Kalzal a visit. He'd be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at the Salt Winds sales, the Harbour Guild building across the water from here. Okay. Is there... Oh, this person. Okay. Go talk to this guy. I was trying to figure out, like, what the hell... what else we were supposed to interact with. Well, now, if this isn't a traveler... Oh! Nice. You're a rare sight in these unsettling times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared in Nurenar. Oh, there's a fucking one of the tower things there? If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion, but no. It had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the radiant host, but business is as good as dead. What will become of us? Only the gods know. Shit. That sucks, man. Alright. a chat to old mate here. Dalmaskins aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't going to help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And there's the tower sitting on our doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. Gah, but this will be an enormous loss. Alright, forget about the Damascus. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handicrafts, medicines, all the perennial Hainish favorites. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest wares. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Kalzal. I know, I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or indefinitely postponed. Shit. And you are? I am Axel. Haha. Wait, you're a foreigner, are you not? A merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. I see. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important matters. If you need something, please talk to one of the others. Excuse me. What is this? Ooh. Elephant dude. My name is Matsaya, and I'm here to see Kalzal. That's him right here. Oh, it seems he's busy. I'll come back later then. Alrighty. Let's go. There we go. Yes, can I help you? Ah, I remember seeing you back in the guild. You wanted to speak with the Kalzal too, did you? I'm Matsaya, a fisherman of Akiali, a nearby village. I sell my catch to Kalzal, who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't brought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium had been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man. I dare not disturb him. If I may ask, what is it that you do? I am an adventurer. I am a cool dude. An adventurer, you say, and you travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please, won't you teach me to be like you? You see, I brought some fresh fish with me. The portion I couldn't preserve, I want to sell them. The problem is, I'm terrible with people. I've only dealt with Kalzal, and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. So please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead and show me how it's done? If you're willing, please let me know and we can begin at once. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Alright. We'll do it then. Show me how to deal with customers. I'm in your debt. Right, please try peddling my fish to, shall we say, 3 people here in Idlamad. I will observe you and learn. Alright, cool. Oh, that's so cool. We got Elephant Boy following us. Yeah! Hell yeah, dude. Let's get a screenshot of our dude. So can I G-pose with him? Okay. So I actually can. That's cool. I just gotta fuck around with it a bit more. Alright, time to teach this guy how to sell shit. Yes. It's a Mev Runner. Greetings, friend. How fare you of late? Greetings to you too. I suppose well enough, given the circumstance. Things will settle down somewhat, but it was utter chaos when that tower first appeared. Everyone grabbing whatever they could, trampling over each other to get to the city. Many remained there for now, but I could not stay away. I had to come back, continue with my life, such as it is. Whether or not it was the right choice, only time will tell. There's no place like home, and don't do anything dangerous, eh? Oh, trust me, I don't. I make sure to keep well clear of the tower, and when more monsters emerge from it, I'll heed the Radiant Host's instructions. Hope they deal with it soon, so we can get back to our normal lives. So the days when you could earn as much as you gave and tuck into a meal satisfied with that you did good work. Speaking of meals, why not have some fresh fish today? Fresh fish, you say? Oh, you're a fishmonger. Huh. When you bait me like that, how can I not bite? Very well, give me some of your fish. Legends. Thank you for your custom. The catch of the day is Shallow's cod, delectable stewed in coconut milk or baked with a sprinkle of salt. You succeed in making a sale. Hell yeah, dude. You taught our boy how to sell fish. Let's go, dude. Back here. Matsaya, Matsaya. Oh, it's so weird not seeing the belt thing here, eh? It's like a chunk of the UI is disappeared. Alright. Nashreen. A hawker, are you? Do you sell fruit by chance? If so, I want to buy some Umra. Let's say a dozen. Then they don't need to be export quality. Umra Shamra. My fresh fish is the only thing you need. What do you need so many Umra for? Why, for eating, of course. It may seem like a lot, but of late, I go through that much in no time at all. I'm a stock taker by trade, but with no vessels coming these days, the wares are beginning to pile up. By the same token, nothing is coming in from overseas. But not a day goes by that someone doesn't come asking when the next shipment is arriving for this and that and this and that. All of it wears me down. I find myself feeling constantly hungry. I know how you feel. Thank you. A pity that you don't sell fruit, but I enjoyed our little chat. It took my mind off troubles for a moment. Ah, fuck. No. Never mind. If nothing else, you left her with a positive impression. Let's move on to the north side of town, shall we? Maybe I need to be a bit more forward with her. Maybe? Possibly? Alright, let's head up this way.